I have a dirty little secret in my business, and I would love to unpack it with you on this episode of Unjaded. Why? Because it's going to help you. Because I bet you have a dirty little secret too. And today we're going to talk about it. Welcome to Unjaded. This is your straight talk, shoot from the hip, wrapped in a little bit of love, human design for business podcast. We talk a lot here about clarifying your message so that you can bring in paying clients with ease. And ease is different from easy. Stick around to find out how we roll here. I'm your host, Vickie Dickson. I am a 2-4 emotional manifesting generator, light on the emotional, and I'm a quad right in human design. In real speak, I am an entrepreneur of 30 plus years. I've had every kind of business there is, and I always say that business is my love language. I can't wait to dive in with you here on the podcast. So what's my dirty little secret, you ask? Well, I have this thing that I do that I have always done as I have moved through life and business that I didn't really realize was a rare thing until maybe the last year or so. I build multiple six-figure businesses over and over and over again. There, I said it. And I have a hard time owning that. I have a hard time talking about that because in our society, we internalize messaging that if we speak about our accomplishments, we're bragging, that we should stay small in our businesses, that we don't want to outshine someone else. All of these messages are so big in our conditioning. And then we don't know how to talk about our accomplishments in a way that shows others that we have what it takes to lead them down the path. And you may be doing this too in your business. So Kate Northrup is someone who I love to follow. And she did something a little while ago, a series on her Instagram, and it was something about telling your story from the position of the heroine. And I loved it. I was like, yes. Sure, there is a place for the dip in our story. Yes, absolutely. We have to let people know about the hard times that we've gone through and what we've learned in those hard times and how we've integrated our lessons and now how we're ready to share them and bring them along on the journey. That's all part of your business messaging for sure. But so many times we gloss over our successes because we don't want to outshine someone else. And I am here to invite you today to shine in your story. Tell your story. What would it look like if you told your story from the point of, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did this, instead of, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. You know, there's just something. Success leaves clues, and we need to see the clues in your life that have led you to be the success that you are, that lead you to be the answer to the things that we are coming to you to solve. So for me, I have this habit of building multi-6-figure businesses, and I didn't know it was actually a thing. I didn't know that not everybody built six-figure businesses, when in fact, only 6% of entrepreneurs ever reach six figures. And I have taken 4 businesses in a row to multi-6 figures. And do you know what I tell in my story? Do you know how I shy away from that success? I talk about the shame I feel about not sticking with it. I talk about being a manifesting generator and moving from thing to thing to thing and being so conditioned that if I could only stick to one thing, I could make it a success. Oh my God, what if you had stuck with that and you could have built a 7-figure business? Well, I don't flippin' care if I build a 7-figure business or not. Sure, it would be nice. But for me, the magic is in the beginning. The magic is in getting something started, building something new. My whole design is about the intensity of bringing something new to the world. And yes, I intend to take my business to 7 figures. But at this moment, I am going to stand in my power and stand on my story that I know how to build a 6-figure business, not in just one industry. I have done this across 4 different industries. So the first 6-figure business was a bricks and mortar store. The second 6-figure business was a holistic health practice. It included yoga and Reiki and nutrition counseling and all of those things. The third 6-figure business was a direct sales business. I went to the top of not 1, but 2 direct sales companies very, very quickly. In the first one, I'm pretty sure it was less than 8 months before I had my first 6 figures in. And I remember, my husband, I'm really motivated by people telling me I can't do something more than people loving on me and telling me I can do something. And I remember my husband said, I said I was going to make $10,000 a month. And at the time we were facing bankruptcy. So that's part of the dip of a story, right? That I'll unpack in another episode with you for sure. So I've had dips and successes. And what I'm asking you to do is to celebrate both, because your story is all of it. It's not just the dips and it's not just the successes. So back to Pete. He said to me, That's not possible. I can't even imagine that that's possible with what you're doing now. And I'm like, oh yeah, watch me. You know the song Uptown Funk? That's my theme song. Don't believe me, just watch. And I remember I was oil pulling the day that I got my first check that was over $10,000. It was 8,800 and something US dollars. And I was oil pulling and he was doing something in the bedroom. And I walked in and I just held the check up in front of his face and said, see, through gritted teeth, I told you I could do it. So then the fourth six-figure business was actually a partnership business. It was an online crystal business that we took within the first year to 6 figures plus. And now I'm doing it again in my fifth business, which is, of course, my human design and business coaching business. I have exceeded 6 figures there. So why am I telling you all this? I'm not telling you all of this to brag. And I hope that you're not hearing it like that. But if you are, you are. I'm telling you that because it matters. You know, so many times I think that we are following people online and they don't have a sweet clue how to deliver the thing that they're selling because they've never done it before. The whole world is smoke and mirrors right now. And so we want to see the proof that someone has done it. We want to follow someone not just who's been where we are, but who has been where we want to go. That is so important. I am very, very tired of people, especially in the online business space, people telling you that they're going to be able to take you to XYZ, 6 figures, 7 figures, 4-day work weeks, whatever the case, $1 million homes, whatever the case may be, if they haven't done it themselves. There is value in your lived experience and there is value in your accomplishments. So today I'm going to invite you to start talking about the accomplishments that you have made in your life in a way that matters to your ideal client. And I'm also going to invite you to tell your story from the position of the heroine. Tell your story from, you know what? I am a big freaking deal. This is a big deal that I have accomplished this in my life, and this is why I can help you. Rather than always staying in the muck of the dip of your story, because your story has a dip and it has a mountaintop. So today, how can you bring someone onto the mountaintop with you and show them that you are the answer to their issues? If you want to get in the room with me and get my eyes on your business so that you can run a multiple 6-figure business, then you really want to be in my world this week. I am running a week of Black Friday deals. It started yesterday on November 24th. It is running through until Cyber Monday. And I have a deal a day where you are going to be able to get my eyes in your business. My first offer is only $1. So you can work with me anywhere from $1 to $2,000 during this 1-week sale. There's a different deal every day. I'm going to put the link in the show notes for you to grab your spot in my world so that you hear about the deals every single day. Let's build you a 6-figure business already. Let's make you part of the 6%. Let's bust that 6% and bring it to 10% of entrepreneurs in a very short amount of time who cross 6 figures.